stamina. So make sure that you grow, make sure that you grow at the speed at which you can sort of absorb it, and understand that life is a marathon race and not simply a 100-meter race to be dashed through, and achieve everything. That's not going to happen in life unless you are ready for it. There is one last thing that I want to mention to you, but I believe that is the most important message that I can give you. It's you're all very lucky people. And it's great to be young, and it is great to be in India when you are young. It is great to be an young Indian at this point in time, because India has got tremendous opportunity. Slowly and gradually, without our noticing it every other day, there is an economic rebalancing happening around the world. The Europe has got a bit tired, after 300, 400 years of success. It's debt-ridden, and it is not able to find solution to its problems. It's not going to grow so easily. There are people in Europe have got to do a lot of sacrifices before that region can come back to reasonable economic growth. So Europe is going to be stagnant for very long periods of time. The Japan is already stagnant. The US is having difficulty in its own debt issues, in its growth issues, in its unemployment problem. And there are other issues which are not going to make US perhaps grow as fast as what it has done in the last 50, 60 years. And in this economic rebalancing, India has a tremendous opportunity. India has got everything in it. India has got, the demographic dividend that people talk about. It's got, highly energetic people. It's got people like you who are all having hunger in the stomach to perform. But mere existence of opportunity is not a guarantee for success. And India is going to have several challenges in its path towards economic prosperity. The challenge of building infrastructure, the challenge of providing good education to 100% of the population, the challenge of providing good health care for 100% of the population. There are many, many challenges, including, getting rid of corruption, having a better governance. So there are many challenges on the way to overcome if India has to achieve its potential, or if India has to grab the opportunities that have offered themselves to India in the wake of the global economic rebalancing. But I can tell you that there is one challenge that is bigger than all these challenges put together, at least in my view. And that challenge is that India is a country where people don't have equal opportunities. India is a country where people don't have equal opportunities. Everybody does not have the opportunities that you have, or I have, or many of us in this hall have. Because if a person's birth, and the reason for that is simple. The reason for that is India has had a caste system for thousands of years. That is a very, I would say, the major reason. Another reason is industrialization by itself. Unless you are very careful about the way you industrialize, industrialization by itself has a tendency to create inequalities, unless it is managed very well, and it has not been managed very well in India, at least in my view. So you have a situation where a small cross-section of society in India is dominating lots of things, and a very large population of India is not having an equal opportunities. We often talk of merit. Merit is very important. In fact, I am also from an IIT system. I also wrote entrance examination. I got a decent rank, and that's why I went into IIT. I am also a management graduate. So I can call myself, I also become something significant or something to be noteworthy in a corporate field. So I can say that I have got great merit. But imagine if I had not been born in a reasonable sized town, or if I had not born to parents who could afford to send me to good schools and colleges and IITs and so on. And if my parents were not educated enough to do all this, would I have become what I have become? The answer is definitely no. So which is why merit that we often say as sacrilegious is often shaped by social circumstances. And there are lots of people in this country whose social circumstances have denied them the opportunity that you and I have had. Which is why what I call as the affirmative action in terms of what we need to people, what we need to do to people, what corporations need to do, or what this country needs to do. Because what's going to happen is, just by having more infrastructure, more education, more healthcare, all that is very, very good. It's very, very important. But if you don't have equality of opportunities to everybody, you will find over a period of time, opportunities will become more and more because of India's growth potential. But larger and larger cross-section of people will not be able to use this opportunity, and you will have a social unrest. In fact, the very root of Naxalism and Maoism is all because of the fact that people have not had equal opportunities, and I want you to remember that. I also must tell you, on a personal front, I have held several assignments over a period of a 48-year career. But the assignments that I have enjoyed most, and the assignments that I have given me the greatest amount of satisfaction, is for having been chairman of the task force or a committee on affirmative action for the entire Tata group for some 5-6 years, for the entire Indian industry for 5-6 years, and my currently, even now, being a member on the board of the Indian Institute of Dalit Studies. These assignments have given me greater satisfaction by far than anything else that I have held. So I want you to remember this. Just by our progress, the country is not going to progress. But by everybody's progress, the country is going to progress. And what is stopping everybody's progress is this inequality of opportunities to people. And please remember that as you go through your career, because your companies will have sufficient amount of influence to correct this situation. I close with this. I once again want to thank Dr. Ramdas Pai for having invited me here. I went around the institute for a little while this afternoon. I saw TAPME, and I wish I could have stayed a couple of days more or come in a couple of days earlier, because this is a beautiful place. You have wonderful ambience, you have world-class facilities, and I can see you have got tremendously dedicated faculty, management, support staff, everything. I am sure all of you have made full use of it, and I am sure all of this are going to make you fit enough to able to be face the challenges of the world. Best of luck to all of you, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. As a token of our gratitude, I request Dr. Ramdas Pai to present a memento to our chief guest. Thank you, sir. It's my honor to propose the vote of thanks. The chief guest of the day, Shri B. Muthuraman, delivered the 29th convocation address that has left an imprint in our mind. Thank you, sir, for being a part of our convocation and motivating all of us to achieve more. Thank you so much. The path of progress of any organization is driven by leaders who envision a great future and work tirelessly towards it. I would like to thank our chairman, Dr. Ramdas Pai, who has always been a source of inspiration and support. Thank you, sir. Our deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to the parents and families of the 395 graduates of TAPME who are unflinching faith in the institute, and for allowing us to mold your children into responsible and ethical citizens of India and the world. Thank you. I would like to extend our gratitude to the TAPME trust members and governing council for their able guidance and support, which has enabled all of us to perform in a manner that has led to TAPME being one of the finest business schools in India. Thank you. Our sincere thanks to our director, Dr. Yasir Natarajan, for having the faith in our abilities and inspiring all of us to do better. Thank you, sir. The pillar of support in TAPME has always been the faculty. a diverse set of individuals from all walks of life and from all parts of India. You have driven this institute with values and integrity. Thank you all for lighting our paths without any fear of being consumed. Thank you. The foundation of TAPME, the people who never are in the limelight, yet they are the finest you can see, experience and interact with. Our heartfelt thanks to all the staff members of TAPME for their unparalleled commitment and support. TAPME has been put on the national and international map by our friends from the media. Thank you very much for all the support. A word of appreciation and thanks to all the heads of institutions of sister institutes of Manipal University for gracing the event. A very special word of thanks to Manipal University for providing us one of the most beautiful venues in Manipal to host our 29th convocation, and a word of thanks to all the administrative staff of Manipal University as well for your support. Thank you so much. Finally, a very big thank you to these set of students for the enthusiastic, energetic and eager support that has ensured the smooth proceedings of the 29th convocation. Take a bow, PGP1 students. Thank you. I now request Dr. Ramdas Pai, Chairman TAPME and Chancellor Manipal University, to declare the convocation ceremony closed.
I, Dr. Ramdas Pai, Chairman TAPME Manipal, hereby declare the 29th convocation of TAPME closed. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाये तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Ladies and gentlemen, the proceedings have concluded. The reverse procession of the chief guest, dignitaries and the faculty will now commence. Please remain standing until the procession leaves the hall.